New tonight, a mass in Newark in memory of Pope Francis. Cardinal Joseph Tobin, the Archbishop of Newark, led the evening service at the Cathedral Basilica of the Sacred Heart. Worshippers prayed for the pontiff's soul and his eternal peace. Well, it was truly one of the most memorable moments when Pope Francis visited New York in 2015. He met with Catholic school students in East Harlem. Tonight, Bauman talked with some of those students to see how they shaped their lives after that day and their faith.
It was a rock star welcome for Pope Francis at Our Lady Queen of Angels School in East Harlem, back when he visited in 2015. Cara Fragola asked the Holy Father to pray for her father, who had just been diagnosed with terminal cancer and given 1 month to live.
He just immediately took the picture, blessed it. He asked what his name was. I told him Robert, and he said, I'll pray for him.
A decade later, she reflects on what happened next.
So my father's cancer was metastasized when we found it. So, meaning it had started in his esophagus and it spread to his liver. And a couple weeks after meeting the Pope, the doctors reported that the cancer in his esophagus had vanished. And they could not explain how or why.
He ended up surviving for nearly a year longer than what doctors predicted.
It did give me that hope of feeling like there was an answer to what the prayers that we had sent up for my dad.
She was one of 12 honors students chosen from Catholic high schools across New York to meet the Pope when he visited. They were nicknamed the Divine Dozen.
So every time I pray, I kind of always pull out those rosaries, and I'm always brought back to that moment.
Richard Portis says Pope Francis gifted him this rosary.
Well, I remember this huge sense of ease just come over me, and he had said, pray for me. And I was like, that's amazing, just to see how humble of a man he was. He's the Pope, and he's asking me, just a high school student, to pray for him.
A decade later, the rosary beads are worn, but his faith is strong.
For the rest of my life, I'm just always going to have a foundation of hope.
In East Harlem, Bauman, CBS News, New York.
And as tributes to Pope Francis continue to pour in, stay with CBS News New York. We'll bring you continuing coverage from here to the Vatican. And you can find much more on Francis's global impact on our website, cbsnewyork.com.